What is up guys, this is Stereo back with another video on the POCO F5, and today in this video I'm gonna be reviewing the latest EvolutionX version 9.3, and this is the 30th August 2024 build, and I have been using it for about 2 days now, the latest build actually. But just note that I have been using EvolutionX ROM for about a month and I kept updating it to the latest build so far, and it was amazing experience overall, I have to say, with the consistent updates. Yes, there were bugs like the screen was going off while placing a call or playing audio in WhatsApp or something like that, and I couldn't actually hear any audio from the WhatsApp chats, so that was a bug. But that bug has been fixed completely over here in this particular build. And the ROM overall just feels way more smoother than it was earlier. And there is a new animation and stuff. While you just swipe up, just notice on the bottom, if you are noticing the search part, if I just swipe up, just notice that animation looks really cool. And instead of searching from the top, right now on this pixel launcher in the app drawer, you have to search from here on the bottom. So that is how it is. Yes, it also asks you for an option where it always brings you the keyboard. I rejected that, that's why it's not bringing me the keyboard. But yeah, if you love that, you can definitely enable that if you would like to. So yes, overall, the smoothness of this ROM is just superb right now, that I have to say here. And if you don't know how to flash this particular ROM on your POCO F5, you can check out the flashing guide from the description box below. And I have also made a gaming review on this EvolutionX ROM. You can check it out from the description or the cards. And there are some notes which says bring back Dolby Atmos and stuff. So Dolby Atmos you will get over here right now. And we have fixed double tap to wake issue. And we have the added quick settings split shade toggle for landscape quick settings. And we have introduced new classic boot animation style, and we have the updated play integrity fix. And then it's also mentioned that hyper-OS firmware is mandatory, of course. And in the settings panel, if I go right now, let me actually show you. If I scroll to the bottom, there is a new option which says backup or copy data. So this is really nice, that even if you have like set it up your ROM freshly, you can copy your data from a different device. So that's really nice. And you can of course use the Google's backup from right here. So this option I'm loving on this particular build right now. In the about section, it's pretty similar. We have the EvolutionX logo up top. Android version is 14, EvolutionX version is 9.3. The security patch is latest of August 5th, 2024. And if I scroll down, we have the build maintainer is of course Joe Huab, and we have the stock kernel as the 5.10. Then we have the build date right here mentioned as 30th August 2024. In the system settings, this is how it still looks like. We have the button section, we have the edge long swipe action, end call, and the long press power button toggle torch. Then we have multiple different options that you can see from the screen. I'm gonna be quick over here. We have the system profile. You can turn it off or use it, and we have the gestures, we have the quick tap actions, and if you enable that, there is a lot of options for the back tap. And if I just back tap right now, as you can see, turns on the torch because I have that option selected. Let's try the open app if it's working or not. Material files, and here I have this open file selected, and right now let me just toggle off the flash. And here right now, if I just double tap on the back, as you can see, it opens the file manager. So the open up with the back tap kind of option has been completely fixed, and I can open different apps with this particular method quickly. So this is really nice. But for the time being, I'll just turn it off. We have the quickly open camera and stuff. Then we have the navigation mode right here, and we have the gesture navigation. In the settings of it, we have the navigation hint, back gesture animation, and the gesture haptics. Then we have the IME space, and these are the options for that. Pill length and radius, you can change it to the longest and thickest, and this is how it will look like with that. We have the back gesture height, and we have the swipe to invoke assistant. Hold handle to search, that is the Gemini, as you can see, or the Google Assistant you can say. And right now it will also detect the music, and we have the translate kind of feature with the circle to search kind of thing. Let me just go back, and if I give you an example of the circle to search. Here, as you can see, I can hold the handle, the circle to search appears, and I can select some particular area, and it is actually working perfectly fine. And also I can translate the whole screen. If I just select this, as you can see, all the Hindi texts translates to English. So yeah, this is how it works, and it is really great that we have that whole circle to search kind of feature right out of the box. We have the 2-button and 3-button navigations right here. Then we have the one-handed mode working perfectly fine. Double tap to check phone, lift to check phone, everything is there. We have the show ambient. I have been using it, no issues. We have the press and hold for the power button. It will bring you the power menu or the digital assistant. You can choose it from. And we have the double tap to check phone. This is the ambient display kind of stuff, so I haven't enabled that. We have the prevent ringing as well. Also, we get the system updater. For some reason, it shows August 30th update right here. I don't know why. I am already on the latest build and it is working great for me. Let's talk about the home screen. We are still getting the Pixel launcher right out of the box and it is working great. To the left of the home screen, we have the Google Discover page. Very smooth. The app drawer working great and the widgets are working great. The Bluetooth battery widget and the normal battery widget, everything is showing up, no issues. Even the clock widget works perfectly fine and the animations are really smooth with 120 Hz of course. In the quick setting panel, this is how it looks like and you can just slide on the quick setting panel for more options and you can edit and add even more toggles if you'd like to. These are the toggles that are present in this particular ROM. And even scrolling on YouTube, it's working flawlessly with 120 Hz, no issues whatsoever. It's very smooth experience overall. And of course, features like the screen recording of entire screen or a single app you can choose, and there is the device audio and microphone audio recording at the same time, show touches, and the quality even you can change of the screen recording. All these fancy features are still here. And we have the other toggles. Of course, I have shown you that. And the power menu looks like this. And there is the advanced reboot. If you have enabled that, you will get the option to actually directly reboot to the recovery or fast boot from right here. And you are getting the Google dialer right out of the box. In the call recording settings of the Google dialer, there is the option display audio tone instead of disclaimer. If you enable that, it will only give the other party a beep, which they may not notice. So yeah, call recording is working fine with the Google dialer, no issues. Also, there is BCR. You can use it if you'd like to. Now let's talk about the stock camera. Well, you are still getting the POCO camera right out of the box, and with that the 0.6x, 1x, 2x, all the options are working great. Swiping up will get you more options and swiping down will give you the settings, and here we have the watermark and stuff, all these things. And in the video settings there is up to 4K and 30 fps. There is no 4K 60 fps option over here, but if you switch to 1080 you can actually switch to 60 fps with the rear camera, no problems whatsoever. Even with the front camera you can go up to 1080p and 60 fps as you can see for the front camera. No 4K here, but otherwise there is documents mode, there is enhanced mode and stuff, there is pro mode as well. And here let me show you the portrait mode and stuff with the rear or the front camera. Everything is working fine, no need to worry about it at all. And yeah, overall it's a good experience, no problems that I have faced with this stock camera. Time to talk about the basic stuff. Well, let's check the play integrity over here. Yes, it passes the device and basic integrity, so banking apps won't be a problem. I have been using a lot of banking apps, no issues that I have faced with those. The DRM info shows as L1 over here, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p. Also, the IR Blaster on this ROM works great, no problems. And this ROM does offer Google Photos unlimited backup for photos and videos, so that's a nice feature to have. Also in Play Store it shows as device is certified, so that's nice I guess. Now let's talk performance overall. As you can see here in the TestView website, it goes about 100 plus FPS. Of course it's running at 120 Hz actually, but yeah, somehow it's not reaching 120 FPS for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, that's how it is. Overall, in terms of daily driving, I haven't had any issues while opening multiple different apps or switching between apps. All those things are working great in this particular ROM that I have to say here. Even switching between apps, it's not a problem at all. It's very fast experience overall of switching between apps, no issues. And here the overall performance of app opening up animation and stuff, everything, it's buttery smooth experience that I have been having. I have to say this is one of the smoothest EvolutionX experiences that I have had on the POCO F5. And in terms of the benchmarks, here are the benchmarks of this particular build. In the app settings, there is the cloned app, so you can use 2 accounts of WhatsApp or Facebook, whichever you like still. And there is game space as well, so you can add different games, whichever you want to from right here. And there is the game library and stuff. There is the experimental feature of aspect ratio changing right here. And in the notifications, we still have the flash notification as well. In case you want to use that, you can. I'll show you the customizations part later on, so do stick to the end if you want to see the customizations. But first, let me talk about the battery settings. This is how it looks like right now. We have the battery bar kind of, and it shows the percentage right here, of course. We have the battery saver, then the charging control is there. Only enable it if you are someone who doesn't like fast charging all the time. If you want fast charging, just disable this charging control option. There is battery information where you can actually get to see the cycle count or the charging cycle count of the battery. Then we have the design and maximum capacity and even the temperature and stuff. Let me go back. We have the thermal profiles as well. So you can set per app's thermal profiles to performance, browser, camera, dialer, gaming, streaming, etc. options. Now let me talk about the battery life, which I have tested with the Accu battery app. Earlier in the previous builds, I have to say the battery life had dropped and I didn't actually like it. But right now, in my opinion, the battery life has been almost fixed and I'm getting about 8 hours plus of screen on time, which is really good. And the standby time that I'm getting, it's about showing 60 hours. So that's really nice. and we have the combined use of about 15 hours. I'm a heavy user, guys, that it will last you for a whole long day with a full charge, no problems. In the health section for me, this is estimated, guys, but still it shows me about 86% battery health, so that's pretty good. And in my opinion, the fast charging and stuff, everything should be working fine here in this ROM, and it doesn't overheat at all. While even heavy usage right now, the heating issue has been completely fixed with this particular update. In the sound settings, this is how it looks like, and if you scroll down more, we have the smart pause and the media vibration and haptics, all these things. And just notice how many options for the vibrations are there. You can also adjust the touch feedback and stuff, and we have the volume control, dial per tone, screen locking sound, charging sound, etc. Even the Dolby Atmos is there right now, and you can change the profiles to dynamic, movie, music, voice, etc. And we have the graphic equalizer as well, so you can actually customize the equalizer if you'd like to. And there are more preset options, as you can see, so you can just tweak around these equalizer stuff, and you can also choose it to anything else, like you can just bring it however you want to from here. So yeah, you can customize it however you want the equalizer to be. But yeah, I like the flat profile overall. I'm not an audiophile, so yeah, that's nice. We have the speaker virtualizer, and we have the headphone virtualization. We have the dialogue enhancer and the bass enhancer, volume leveler, all these things. Then we have the clear speaker option as well. You can use it if you would like to. And the volume panel here looks like this, and you can put the phone into vibrate or silent from here, and you can adjust the media output device from to the speaker or even your Bluetooth headset or speakers as well. And there is the expansion option of the volume panel. There is live caption as well. In case you want to enable that, you definitely can. In the display settings, we have the brightness level, adaptive or brightness. In the lock screen settings, this is how it looks like. We have the music ticker stuff. Then we have the lift to check phone as well, and we have the always on display scheduling option from here. You can schedule the always on display if you don't like it at night or something like that. And we have the screen timeout up to 30 minutes. Screen attention mode is also there. The dark theme is there, and in here we have the black theme style. You can change it to true AMOLED dark if you want the pitch black kind of option, and that's what I have been using. We have the display size and text option, and we have the high contrast and stuff. Then we have the night light, and this is for the night mode. Actually, it will turn the display a little bit yellowish if you just enable that. So that's how it is. We have the live display, and here we have the reading mode, the color calibration options. Let me go back. We have the colors. You can change it to saturated, standard, original, P3 or sRGB. I have been using it with the saturated one. There is rotation settings and 180 degree and stuff is of course there, and we have the peak refresh rate up to 120 Hz. You can also change it to 90 Hz. If I change the minimum and maximum refresh rate to 90 Hz, right now if I turn on FPS info, yes, as you can see right now it shows about 89 FPS. So yes, it can go 90 Hz if you'd like that. Just select 90 Hz on both minimum and peak refresh rate. But I'll just change it to 120 Hz for both. And we have the low power refresh rate as well. And we have the double tap to wake, double tap to sleep, and even the per app refresh rate option is there. You can change it up to 60 or 120 Hz. We have the wallpaper settings, and in here we have the wallpapers and styles. By the way, the wallpaper that I have been using is from a AI wall art app, and I'll link it below in the description, don't worry. And here you have the clock changing option. Just notice how many clocks are there. I like this one. And we have the more wallpaper options. Plethora of wallpapers are there, like this swirl pedals. These are, I think, Pixel 9 wallpapers, not really sure, but yeah, these options are there. In case you want to use that, you definitely can. And we have the Arsenal, FC, all these things if you're a FIFA fan. And we have the Liverpool as well, all these things. And here we have the living universe. So if you like that old school pixel like live wallpapers, you definitely can use that. In the home screen, we have the colors, and then we have the beta themed icons, and we have the app grid up to 5x5. Now let's talk about the security settings. In here in the device unlock, we have the fingerprint and face unlock both options. I have added fingerprints, and we have the settings of it. We have the enhanced pin privacy and stuff, all these things. In the more settings, there is also the AppLock right here. And if I just show you, in the protected apps, you can just toggle any app that you want to lock. And we have the auto lock timeout as well. Then we have the enable biometrics for unlocking option. There is hide developer status for particular apps. If you have developer options enabled, some apps do not work. So you can just hide that app from right here and it will work. Now, let me just show you the fingerprint scanner speed, and I don't have the always on display turned on, but I do have the pickup gesture on. So I'll show you the pickup gesture right now. If I just pick it up, as you can see, it works perfectly, and double tap to wake. Okay, so double tap to wake, for some reason right now it's not working, but it will work. Let me show you. So right now, as you can see, it's working fine. Yeah. And here, if I just show you the fingerprint scanner speed, and it's unlocking very fast, no problems whatsoever. And the unlocking animation as well, it's really great. Even from the ambient display, if I show you, the unlocking animation looks really great. And if I enable the always on display, right now, I think double tap to wake will work, and as you can see, double tap to wake, right now it's working perfectly fine. Even the double tap to sleep on the lock screen, and the clock animation looks really beautiful, I have to say here, in these Android 14 clock styles. And here from the always on display, if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, it just straight up unlocks, and the fingerprint scanner speed, it's perfectly fast, no issues whatsoever. And even the app lock, if I just try to show you here, I have locked the Telegram app, and if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it unlocks and goes wherever I left it. And here the recent panel looks like this. There is a screenshot, the select, and if you go all the way to the left, you can clear all the apps from right here. And there is also the split screen mode and stuff right here if you would want to use that. And the Google search bar appears like this on the bottom. And if I just tap over here, the animation looks like this. Just notice from here, if I just tap, this is how it looks like. Time to set up the face unlock to show you guys the face unlock speed. And it says looks good, and in the face unlock settings, this is how it looks like. There is no option to actually have the swipe to unlock on the lock screen, but yeah, that's how it is. It will always use the face unlock, I guess. So right now, let me just double tap to sleep on the status bar and double tap to wake. As you can see, once I do the double tap to wake or go into the lock screen, it straight up tries to use the face unlock, and it unlocks the device as soon as it finds my face. So yeah, it's a very fast face unlock in my opinion. One of the fastest unlocking experience that I have seen so far. Now it's time that I'll show you the customizations, because the customizations are almost endless in this EvolutionX ROM. In the theme section, we have the monet settings right here. First of all, we get the theme styles, and just notice how many theme styles you will get. Even the vibrant, expressive, all these things are there. The color source you can change from wallpaper or the lock screen, even you can choose that. And we have the other options like the luminance, chroma factor, tint, background, all these things. And we have the system fonts. Just notice the amount of fonts we have right here. We have the Harmony OS, Nothing dot font, the OnePlus fonts, the Samsung fonts, everything are present right here. We have the clock styles. These are the Android 13 kind of clock styles, but there are 100 plus options in case you want to use these. You definitely can. Just notice the amount of options. Let me go back. We have the system icons, and just notice the system icon options. I have been using it with the plumpy one, and we have the icon shapes as well. Plethora of options for that as well, and the signal icon styles are still there. Even there is plethora of options. Then the Wi-Fi icon styles also separately are there. Navigation bar icons, if you're using 3-button navigation, this is how you can customize it. Just notice the amount of options. And we have the brightness slider style as well, and just notice the amount of options which are present. I have been using it with the outline one, and this is how it looks like with that. Almost forgot to show you guys this option in the theme settings in the Evolver. If you just scroll down, there is the boot animation. This is new, and in here we have the choosing option of whichever boot animation you want. This is the old classic style of the boot animation, or you can go with the newer options of this EvolutionX boot animation, as you can see. And even there are more other options, like if you're someone who wants cyberpunk boot animation and stuff, all these things are present. Even the resurrection remix option is present, so this will give you subtle nostalgia. Even a Valorant option is there, as you can see. And here we have the lock screen charging stats. You can enable it, the lock screen charging info, you can say. And we have the pulse, the ripple animation, and we have the authentication success kind of thing. Pocket detection and stuff is there. We have the status bar tuner, and inside we have the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons enabling option. The battery style, yes, they have been removed and they are still not added. But yeah, we only get the icon portrait and circle option for that. We have the battery percentage next to the icon. Then we have the clock and date customization. And here everything is intact. You can enable the hide option and the background chip and stuff for the clock. And we have the data disabled indicator. Then we have the 4G icon, Wi-Fi standard, Bluetooth battery status, colored icons, logo, notification count, and just notice the amount of options which are there, including the screen protection, the battery bar, everything you can enable. Inside quick settings, we have the quick setting style changing option and even the panel style. Then we have the hide label, label text, vertical layout, custom rows and columns. You can actually do that. We have the brightness slider position. You can have it on show always, and you can bring it to the bottom so that you always get to see the brightness slider whenever you need to. and we have the auto brightness icon, data usage, floating clear all button. Then we have the hide on secure lock screen, secure quick setting toggle styles. Bluetooth always on option is there. We have the notifications right here. We can enable the heads up. Then we have the edge lighting, kill app, and the alert while displays on. In the gestures, we have the brightness control. By sliding a finger, you can adjust the brightness of the screen. Just notice this is a really handy feature. If you're someone who uses that, it's a really handy feature. We have the quick pull down as well, and we have the shake gestures. So you can shake the device to do some task. Like you can shake it to take a screenshot, and as you can see, it works flawlessly. We have the 3-finger swipe gesture. These are present right here, and there is take a screenshot option. And right now, as you can see, it takes a screenshot whenever I do that 3-finger screenshot gesture. There is share, edit, delete, Google Lens, and even a capture mode feature right here. So yeah, this is really nice. We have the 3-finger long gesture working, but yeah, this option is there. Okay, so right now, as you can see, it worked. In the power menu, we have the power menu actions, and these are the options that you can enable. We have the show on secure lock screen option. I have disabled that. In the buttons, we have the invert layout and the normal layout you can change. In the miscellaneous settings, we have the component spoofing. We have the play integrity fix, and you can change or see the values, I guess, from here. We have the pixel props, then the storage encryption, and we have the Google photo spoof, then the higher FPS in games and the Snapchat spoof. And we have the ignore wallpaper dimming option, and we have the unlimited screen record, allow application downgrade, and the Windows secure flags you can ignore. In terms of the customizations, in terms of the overall stability and the features, this ROM offering one of the most value that you can get for your POCO F5 in my opinion still. And this is definitely my favorite option for the POCO F5, and that is why I daily drive EvolutionX on the POCO F5. And still, in my opinion, this definitely offers me one of the best experiences that I look for while actually using a custom ROM. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share this video with your friends if you feel like. This is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.